All right. Are we here? Okay. Ooh, way too much. Ha, that's better. Good morning. We're here. At least I think I'm here. I'm supposed to, I guess. Yeah, hi. Good morning. It's a Thursday. Good morning. How are you doing this Thursday morning, or if it's evening where you are, or afternoon? You know how relative it's all that stuff is. Most of it's just made up, anyways. So how you doing? Welcome to the channel. As you can see right there, my name's Brian, and we do poetry on this channel because I'm a poet, which I've actually been being productive in that area lately. But this program is not about me. It's about others, others' poetry, and you guys too. You guys that are watching because we do poetry here, but we'll do it with a twist. So if you're interested in all that stuff, remember to bring the captions up here. Remember that everything we do here on this program, and I'll get to that, is under the Fair Use Act and public domain and stuff. More importantly, or that's a more important thing. Also, like and subscribe because we hit our 454 for like the third or fourth time. I'm gonna say fourth, and now we're back down to 453. It's a vicious cycle. So, good morning. So I need to get to the. I got to get to the point. The point is, we take this old poetry and we mess it up a little bit. Well, not mess it up. That's a wrong word to use. We take it and we look at it in a different way by music. Because, all song lyrics are as poetry set to music. So I take old poetry and we use artificial intelligence. Yes, I know. Skynet's going to eventually take over anyway, so might as well enjoy it, the ride, while we're on it. Because some cool stuff can happen when you take an old poem and you plug it into a music generator. It spits out 2 tracks. And we compare and contrast. Now, today's show was supposed to be yesterday, but I was in kind of a hurry, so we just did a free play. So today we are going over, and how's it going this evening, Afila? We're actually doing 7 because I discovered one yesterday in class that I just cannot wait to hear. How's it going, Cricket? How art thou this morning, sir? And of course, I already said, Jennifer, how are you doing, Afila? And the other people who are out there lurking, watching, I hope you enjoy what you're about to hear, because I have not heard it yet, which means I don't hear it until you hear it. So what are we going to hear? Ugh, batteries are running out on my mouse. Oh boy. Oh boy. What are we going to hear? What are we going over today? And I'll have to pull up that extra one too. Share screen. Here it is. Let me get it all set up. All right. As they say, sharing is caring. I know, but it's a running joke. You know how people can be. So we are doing another William Shakespeare, Fear No More, and then I went ahead and said, oh, why not another Elizabeth Barrett Browning, Insufficiency, and then we're doing another Infant Malay, a sonnet. I know, but summer to your heart. Oh boy. And then a new returning W.H. Auden, Ganymede. And then we're bringing Poe back, another sonnet to Zante, and another occasion. And when I gotta look it up right quick, I'll look it up for you right quick. Let's look it up right quick. Oh, I'm just in top form today. I actually slept in a little bit, which is unusual for me. Right, it is here. All right, let me look this up. We used our words by Franny Choi, not Choi. This is fun. Oh my God, the guy who tried to read it in class yesterday. Oh my Lord, we all had a good time. So, thank. Good morning, Echo. Thanks for joining. And No Face. Um, as long as you're not on camera, I don't care. All right, there it's pulling up. Yes, we used our words. We used what words we had. Yes, it's interesting one that I can't wait to hear. I'm looking forward to this one. All right, so let's get the chat populated here, and then we'll go here, and we'll start off. Let's see here. Gotta go to this folder, and that folder. Here, Fear No More, William Shakespeare, version 1.
Fear no more the heat of the sun, nor the furious winter's rages. Thou they worldly task hast done, home art gone, and ta'en they wages. Golden lads and girls all must, as chimney sweepers come to dust. Fear no more the frown of the great. Thou art past the tyrant's stroke. Care no more to clothe and eat. To thee the reed is as the oak. The sceptre learning, physic must. All follow this and come to dust. Fear no more the lightning flash, nor the dreaded thunderstone. Fear not slender censure rash. Thou hast finished joy and moan. All lovers young, all lovers must consign to thee and come to dust.
Oh, did the wrong thing. Yeah. All right, let's get it back here. Definitely. What a way to start the program. Yeah. Eventually, maybe. I don't know. There's other parts of the world. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. What do you think so far? I like it. Let's see what number 2 version of that has in store for us. And then we'll go from there. Here. Okay. Gotta read do that.
Fear no more the heat or the sun, nor the furious winter's rages. Thou thy worldly task hast done, but home art gone, and ta'en thy wages. Golden lads and girls all must, as chimney sweepers, come to dust. Fear no more the frown or the great. Thou art past the tyrant's stroke. Care no more to clothe and eat. To thee the reed is as the oak. The scepter learning physic must. All follow this and come to dust. Fear no more the lightning flash, nor the dreaded thunderstorm. Fear not slander, censure rash. Thou hast finished joy and more. All lovers young, all lovers must consign to thee and come to dust. Fear no more the lightning flash, nor the dreaded thunderstorm. Fear not slander, censure rash. Thou hast finished joy and more. All lovers young, all lovers must consign to thee and come to dust.
Wow, what a way to start off the show. I like both of them. You know, one to wake you up and one to keep you going. Cool. I like it. I hope you like it as much as I do. Well, at least the 6 of you who are watching. At least that's what it says. All right, now we are going on to the Elizabeth Barrett Browning selection for today called Insufficiency. Yes, there's a lot of things that are insufficient. But we're not going to get into that. Let's listen.
When I attain to utter forth in verse some inward thought, my soul throbs audibly along my pulses, yearning to be free, and something farther, fuller, higher rehearse to the individual true and the universe in consummation of right harmony. But like a wind exposed, distorted tree, we are blown against forever by the curse which breathes through nature. Oh, the world is weak. The affluence of each is false to all, and what we best conceive and what we best conceive we fail to speak. Wait, soul, until thine ashen garments fall, and then resume thy broken strains and seek fit peroration without let or thrall.
Sometimes I live out in the middle of nowhere, so I have what they call backwoods internet, which might be choppy, but that track was kind of, kind of jerky. The rhythm, the time signature was really jerky on that. It was great. I really, really, really liked that. Oh, okay, cool. Well, reboot. Techno Thetans aside, what do you think so far? I'm enjoying it. And we're just starting out. Hey, Irish! Now the party can really start. Maybe I'll get Irish out of the freezer this evening. Depends on what kind of work I get done today. I have to finish up the first draft on my book review, and then work on my history assignment, this archives thingy. I love my history professor. He's an awesome fella. Very enthusiastic. And then the PowerPoint to work on for my rhetoric class. And then this weekend do another journal entry for the poetry class. And then more work and more work and more. Yeah, the liveliness they put to that was really, really good. Really good. I like it. I like it that so far what we've listened to hasn't sucked. And remember, we're very liberal when it comes to saying what sucks. Here we go.
My soul throbs audibly along my pulses, yearning to be free, and something farther, fuller, higher rehearse to the individual, true and the universe, in consummation of right harmony. best conceive, we fail to speak. Wait, so
Really? I like number one better. I'm just glad they were both cool. Irish, I am going to steal this from you because this is cool. You can use the the Q word and the other F words. Food. They're all four-letter words. We can do it. Call them the whatever word is. Yeah, gotta remember that. uh, pencil. I dropped my pencil, but yeah, both of them are cool. I like it when both of them are cool. That means we got more we can play. But yeah, I prefer one. But the crowd's spoken. Crowd's spoken too. Really, George? Go get you something. Uh, you can get up there. I'm working. So, what one was that one? Yeah, so, number 2. All right. Yes, the misadventures around the Lucas household. Let's see here. Dropped my pencil, and the dog was looking like he wants something, but he just went outside, or I don't know. He'll figure it out. All right. I know I am, but this is our next sonnet from Edna St. Vincent Millay. Haha, here we go.
But summer to your heart, and not the full 4 seasons of the year. And you must welcome from another part such noble moods as are not mine, my dear. No gracious weight of golden fruits to sell have I, nor any wise and wintry thing. And I have loved you all too long and well to carry still the high sweet breast of spring. Wherefore I say, oh love, as summer goes, I must be gone, steal forth with silent drums, that you may hail anew the bird and rose, when I come back to you as summer comes. Else will you seek at some not distant time, even your summer in another clime. Wherefore I say, oh love, as summer goes, I must be gone, steal forth with silent drums, that you may hail anew the bird and rose, when I come back to you as summer comes. Else will you seek at some not distant time, even your summer in another clime.
I kind of got interested in there towards the end. No, but definitely, I was thinking reggae. I don't know. We'll have to see what the next one. Yeah, poor George. No, he's actually not a jerk. You want to meet a jerk dog? You need to meet my neighbor's dog, Chocolate. He's a little short-haired dachshund, and that dog is a pure D jerk. I can be right off my porch, and he'd be outside on his little tether doing it, and he just bark, 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 bark. The reason I don't, and I love my neighbor. Well, I've known my neighbor Lena for a long time, and I have not. I think that she's lived beside me like 4 years, 3, 4 years, and I've only been in her house 3 times because that dog is a freaking jerk. George is a cootie pie, and he just gets you. Yeah. All right. Maybe I can figure that out. You gave me an idea. Cool. Good. All right. Let's see what the second one of this one has in store. Okay, it's not as long. Here we go.
I know I am but summer to your heart, and not the full 4 seasons of the year. And you must welcome from another part such noble moods as are not mine, my dear. No gracious weight of golden fruits to sell have I, nor any wise and wintry thing. And I have loved you all too long and well to carry still the high sweet breast of spring. Wherefore I say, oh love, as summer goes, I must be gone, steal forth with silent drums, that you may hail anew the bird and rose, when I come back to you as summer comes. Else will you seek at some not distant time even your summer in another clime? Wherefore I say, oh love, as summer goes, I must be gone, still forth with silent drums, that you may hail anew the bird and rose, when I come back to you as summer comes. Else will you seek at some not distant time even your summer in another clime.
Well, you can come up with that rhyme. You got more, don't you? Write them down. Hey, I'm glad you're on here, House. Happy Thursday. I'm thinking about doing a round robin. You, pizza, some Saturday night soon. Let me know if you're interested, okay? Yes, definitely. Like Irish says here, two fits the poem better. But I still want to hear number one, Reggae It Up. Mm. So yes, I love it. We got plenty, plenty, plenty. This today's show has been good so far. I'm kind of glad that I left it for today instead of rushing through it yesterday. You know? Hmm. So how you doing this morning, House? Hopefully you're not working too hard. And yeah, don't work too hard, Irish. All right. Wow. The sort of the first half of the show, yeah, or first, well, not first half of the show because we're going to go longer, but might as well just go ahead and say this. Everything we do here, besides being pretty freaking cool, at least this morning it's been cool, is done under fair use and all that stuff, and the old likies and subscribees and all that stuffies. Ugh. Well, aren't you the one that makes the gourmet lunches that makes us all hungry? I love it. Yeah, I already had my biscuit this morning, but oh no, the Xenu Marlene's kind of munchifying right now. Well, uh, second breakfast might be in order well, in a little while. Definitely not while I'm on the show. But enough of yeeking yakking and jabber jawing. Let's get on to getting going. And we have. Oh yeah, because that was there. This is our WH Auden. We haven't had him on in a while. Ganymede, version 1.
He looked in all his wisdom from the throne, down on that humble boy who kept the sheep, and sent a dove. The dove returned alone. Youth liked the music, but soon fell asleep. But he had planned such future for the youth. Surely his duty now was to compel, for later he would come to love the truth and own his gratitude. His eagle fell. It did not work, his conversation bored the boy who yawned and whistled and made faces and wriggled free from fatherly embraces. But with the eagle he was always willing to go where it suggested and adored, and learned from it so many ways of killing. And learned from it so many ways of killing. And learned from it so many ways of killing.
Maybe I spoke too soon about the show. Now, I'm going to Sabbath that one up if the second one is, I don't know. Yeah, but that's the beauty of this show. You never know what you're going to get until you play it. Oh, I love it. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I obviously do, or you still wouldn't be here.
He looked in all his wisdom from the throne down on that humble boy who kept the sheep and sent a dove. The dove returned alone. Youth liked the music, but soon fell asleep. But he had planned such future for the youth. Surely his duty now was to compel, for later he would come to love the truth and own his gratitude. His eagle fell. It did not work. His conversation bored the boy who yawned and whistled and made faces and wriggled free from fatherly embraces. But with the eagle, he was always willing to go where it suggested and adored, and learned from it so many ways of But he had planned such future for the youth. Surely his duty now was to compel, for later he would come to love the truth and own his gratitude. His ego fell. It did not work. His conversation bored the boy who yawned and whistled and made faces and wriggled free from fatherly embraces. But with the eagle, he was always willing to go where it suggested and adored, and learned from it so many ways of killing.
How's it going, dude? Hopefully, y'all having a good morning and enjoying what you're hearing. Two is better, not as painful. Yeah, I know you like number one was pretty, but for some reason that one's just saying Sabbath me up. I think it's the learnt from it so many ways of killing line that goes like this one needs to be dirtied up. We'll get back to that. So it's been an interesting show so far, hasn't it? That's to say the least. And we're getting on there. We are on our this is the pose selection for today. Another sonnet. We've had a lot of sonnets today. Sonnet to, this one is to Zante, Vante. To Zante. Whatever that means.
Fair owl that from the fairest of all flowers, thy gentlest of all gentle names take. How many memories of what radiant hours at sight of thee and thine at once awake. How many scenes of what departed bliss, how many thoughts of what entombed hopes, how many visions of a maiden that is no more, no more upon thy verdant slopes, no more, alas, that magical sad sound transforming all thy charms shall please no more, thy memory no more accursed ground. Henceforth I hold thy flower enameled shore, O hyacinthia, O purple Zante, isoladoro fior di levante, isoladoro fior di levante. 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 Isoladoro fior di levante.
What do you think? I love their biscuits. I just, nearest Red Lobster's thinking Little Rock. So I haven't been to one in a long time. Last one I went to was in San Antonio, and yeah, it was an interesting time. Okay. Let me go back here. I want to address this right quick. Yeah, I was thinking next Saturday because this weekend I got a lot of work I got to do. I got papers to write or to rewrite this weekend and other work. So hopefully, cross your fingers. Next, my after it should be after Tuesday or next week. After next week, yeah, after Tuesday next week, my load should be lightened a lot because, like I said, my major writing projects for the first part of the semester will be done, and then the only other thing I really have to worry about is my history paper and that analysis of bookends #1. So you're only allergic to scallops. Scallops are good, especially see. I don't like fish too much. I like if it's made good and freaking yeah. Scallops are good if they're made right. Yes, finding out the hard way really does suck. Uh, my ex-wife was allergic to mushrooms, and I love eating mushrooms. So that didn't mean I didn't stop eating mushrooms, especially after Yeah. But yeah, she found out the hard way. I think the story was she got bit by a spider, and then she went to eat after that, and had the mushrooms, and she almost suffocated from the anaphylactic shock. All right, let's go ahead and play the next one. All right, uh, here. All right, here we go. Yeah.
Fair, all that from the fairest of all flowers, thy gentlest of all gentle names doth take. How
Yeah.
many memories of what radiant hours at sight of thee and thine at once awake. How many scenes of what departed bliss? How many thoughts of what entombed hopes? How many visions of a maiden that is no more, no more upon thy verdant slopes? No more, alas, that magical sad sound, transforming all. Thy charms shall please no more, thy memory no more, accursed ground. Henceforth thy hold, thy flower enameled shore. O hyacinth isle, O purple sunset, isola d'oro, fior di Levante.
Yeah.
How many thoughts of what departed bliss? How many thoughts of what entombed hopes? How many visions of a maiden that is no more, no more upon thy verdant slopes? No more, alas, that magical sad sound, transforming all. Thy charms shall please no more, thy memory no more, accursed ground. Henceforth I hold thy flower enameled shore. O hyacinth isle, O purple sandal, isola d'oro, fior di Levante.
Oh wow. Hey Joe. Hey, Joe gets here and we get the freaking rocking out track. Couldn't ask for anything more. And congratulations. It's always nice knowing, you get. It's nice. It's always nice getting something you hope for, and cool. We celebrate all victories here. I don't know. Oh, so what do y'all think of that? Was freaking cool. Yes, definite standout track for today. All right. Yeah. Standout track for today. Okay, we got our Boris Pasternak one. Yes, that was definitely good. I know there's sometimes you just know it when the first opening measure, just the first few chords, yeah, this is good, and that was good. Cool. You never know. You never know. All right, Miss JoJo Bananas. Good. Congratulations. So now we are going on intoxication. If I hadn't have discovered that poem yesterday, then this would be our last poem. Let's just play it. Oh boy.
Under rose eyes with ivy ingrown, we are trying to hide from bad weather. I am clasping your arms in my own. In one cloak, we huddle together. I was wrong, not with ivy leaves bound, but with hops overgrown is the willow. Well then let us spread out on the ground, this our cloak as a sheet and a pillow. Under rose arms with ivy ingrown, we are trying to hide from bad weather. I am clasping your arms in my own. In one cloak, we are huddled together. I was wrong, not with ivy leaves bound, but with hops overgrown is the willow. Well then let us spread out on the ground, this our cloak as a sheet and a pillow.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Cricket calls it the auto cock rocket. JoJo time. uh, slippery when JoJo. Oh boy. Yeah, I know you hate it when that happens, but it can be funny too. Oh boy, I love it. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun, you know. Despite all the crappy crap that's going on in the world and in other aspects of my life, because it's not all coffee and cream, you know what I mean? Or Xena Marlene. It's not all that. Things could be better, you know. Freaking really glad they're not worse. We'll blame it on that. Yeah, sometimes too much is too much. That's why I usually only drink like this is my most coffee intake, and most mornings just one. Very rarely do I drink more than 1 cup of coffee at a time or a day. Oh, it just depends. Especially if I'm at school, I just have a bottle of water with me. All right, here we go. Ooh.
Under all skies with ivy ingrown, we are trying to hide from bad weather. I am clasping your arms in my own. In one cloak, we are huddled together. I was wrong, not with ivy leaves bound, but with hops overgrown is the willow. Well, then let us spread out on the ground, this our cloak as a sheet and a pillow.
Okay, that was weird. All right, was that one 4 minutes long? No! Huh. That one was only 3 minutes, and I don't know, I'll have to revisit that one. That one was actually freaking growing on me. Hey, stranger! Oh, I'm going to play one for you here in a little bit. You've determined one we're going to start the second part of the show with. Oh boy, how are you doing? Good morning. All right. Let's. Let's. All right. Let's. 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 All right. All right, our last one for the program. This is a last minute add on because we went over this poem in class yesterday, and the guy who tried to read it, poor guy, he was so freaking tongue tied. By the end of it, it was hilarious in a good way. So here it is. This one is, uh, you see right there, Elaine Choi or Franny Choi, not Elaine Choi. There's another Elaine Choi. Franny Choi. Yeah, it just stopped. I don't know. Suno does that sometimes. Hey, that happens. I'm busy too. We're all busy lately. But here, let's just go ahead and see how this last minute addition to the program is. We used our words by Franny Choi.
We used our words, we used what words we had, what words we had. We wielded, kneeled, we knelt and wept, we wrung the wet, the sweat. We racked our lips, we rang for words to ward off sleep, to warn, to want ourselves, to want the earth. Both it wound our vows until it fit and fits the earth. We mounted, roused, and rocked. We harped, we yawned and tried to yawn and tried to fix, affixed. We facted, felt, we fattened, fanfared, anthemed, hammer fell. The words would stagnate, snap in half, and he made them melt. What words we ordered out, and holy chorus meanwhile tied, still tied, and we still watched for sounds to mark and mark. Still watched for sounds to mark a mark.
And that one cut us off. Oh. Yeah, definite ex-girlfriend material there. I love it. That one was, yeah, 1 minute and 49 seconds. Okay, this was a little longer. But yeah. No wonder the poor fellow was tongue tied. And he was warned. Our AC, our prof, he warned him. And we are a lot better now that you're here. You know that. Yeah, it gets kind of, without the familiar faces like Pizza. Oh yeah, I heard from Pizza the other day. He's still on swing shift, so hopefully he'll be off of that soon because he was complaining about it. So I told him I'd let everybody know how he was doing. So yeah, that's the ex-girlfriend. They're pretty cool until they cut you off. I'll have to run that one through 4.5 and see what happens, or 5.0. Or we can play the next one, and you never know. This one's more of a length, so
We used our words, we used what words we had to weld, what words we had. We wielded, kneeled, we knelt and wept, we wrung the wet, the sweat. We racked our lips. onwards to war, off sleep to want ourselves to want the earth we mouthed. It wound our vows until it fit in fits. Earth we mounted, roused and rocked. We harped, we yawned and tried to yawn and tried to fix a fix. We facted, felt, we fatted, fed, fared, anthem, hammered, felt. The words were steps, snap in half in heat. The wane melt, what words we hoarded, howled, holy chorus. Meanwhile, tide still tight, and we still watched for sounds to mark and marked. Sounds to mark and marked. And we still watched for sounds to mark and mark.
That was pretty cool. All right. Iris says she is dedicating the 4-cheese pizza. Not yet. The 4-cheese pizza she is having for lunch to you. Cool. Oh, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. No. We're not done yet because we're going to play. Yes, I like that one. We're going to play. I got to get to the right folder. No. Let me get this. Hold on a second. Where is it? All right. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Oh.
Fuzzy fellow without feet, yet doth exceeding run. All velvet is his countenance, and his complexion done. Sometime he dwelleth in the grass, sometime upon a bough, from which he doth descend in flush upon the passer-by. All this in summer, but when winds alarm the forest folk, he take deaf damask residence and struts in sewing silk. Then finer than a lady emerges in the spring, a feather on each shoulder, let's recognize him. A midnight clip caterpillar by me, but who am I to tell the pretty secret of the butterfly? Fuzzy fellow without feet, yet doth exceeding run. Of velvet is his countenance, and his complexion done. Sometime he dwelleth in the grass, sometime upon a bough, from which he doth descend in plush upon the passerby. All this in summer, but when winds alarm the forest folk, he taketh damask residence and struts in sewing silk. Then finer than a lady emerges in the spring, a feather on each shoulder, you'd scarce recognize him. By midnight click caterpillar, by me, but who am I to tell the pretty secret of the butterfly?
Oh, I love that one. Here, let me pull it. Let me get the there's the correct folder there. Woo-hoo. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. I'm just let's just play this one. A Prayer in Time of War. I think this is a rockin' one.
Footsteps are not known. Tonight a world that turned from thee is waiting at thy throne. The towering Babels that weep were scoffing sophist roar. The little Antichrist we praise, the night is on them all. The fool has said, and we who deemed him wise, we who believe that thou wast dead, how should we seek thine eyes? How should we seek to thee for Grant us the single heart once more that marks no sacred thing. The sword of our fathers wore when thou wast Lord and King. Tell our deep unspoken prayer. For while our souls in darkness dwell, we know that thou art there.
I love how that one fades out. Kind of appropriate for the subject. What do you think? I'm glad you like. I knew you would like it. You know, it's one of the reasons I tagged you in it. Cool. It was like it was meant to be. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah. Have a good one, No Face. We're gonna play for some more time. So let's go. I think I'm just gonna go now. Ooh, you guys like this next one, and I like this next one, and you know, here we go. Get the mugs out, Irish.
This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all boors, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all boors, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. Above the town, beyond 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps.
I love it. Girl. Get you right there.
I cannot still it. Nest that had songbirds in it. And when the last shall go, the dreary days to fill it, instead of lark or linnet, shall whirl dead leaves and snow. Had they been swallows only, without the passion stronger, that skyward longs and sings. Woe's me, I shall be lonely when I can feel no longer the impatience of their wings. A moment's sweet delusion, like birds the brown leaves hover, but it will not be long before their wild confusion fall wavering down to cover the poet's head and his
I love that riff, but this is a different one. We'll play the other one later. Haha. Boom.
The double-blossom peach trees with rosy bloom were gay when Grandpa rode beneath them upon his courting way. From the white gate to the homestead, they stretched in stately row and showered his path with petals just 60 years ago. His riding suit was spick and span, his jingling bridle rein was polished to the limit, his top boots shone again. A mass of youthful vanity from curly head to toe was my darling gay young grandpa just 60 years ago. Demure my grandma sat and hid her girlish blushes beneath her garden hat. Her dainty flowing muslins enfolded her like snow. Ah, very sweet my grandma was just 60 years ago. With sweeping bow and flooding heart, he told his hopes and fears, and grandma gently said it. Give me blushes, smiles and tears.
going. If it'll play.
All are not taken, there are left behind. Living below that tender looks to bring and make the daylight still a happy thing. And tender voices to make soft the wind. But if it were not so, if I could find no love in comforting, more with us the love from life is joined. And that if before those simple I stood alone, a song forsaken lamb goes bleeding up the moors in weary death, crying, where are ye, oh my loved and loving? I know a voice would sound, daughter, I am. Can I suffice for heaven and not for all are not taken, there are left behind. Live beloved's tender looks to bring and make the daylight still a happy thing. And tender voices to make song in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That one makes me want to beat on the drums. Oh yeah. I think oh Lord Byron, even though he was a freaking jerk, would freaking be like, yeah. Like I said, when I'm finally get over there, I hope I am greeted by these guys. You're in for a treat now, Miriam. Ah, I was going to play something else, but let's play this. Let's. Oh boy. Oh, I amuse myself so easily.
Already fallen plum bloom stars the green apple boughs, and apple boughs is not as old toads back. Ooh. Where there's small roses there are roses sing. The building thrush watches who stacks. Ooh. The bright peeled roses on the sunny fence. The pencil grunts to hear him stumping by, and tries to push the bold and scamper thence, but her ring snout still keeps her to the style. He lets her run away, she snorts in bundling gallop for the cottage door, with hungry hubbub begging crust and horts. Then like the whirlwind bumping round once more, nuzzle in the dark, making the pullets run, and sulky as a child when her play's done. Plum bloom stars the green apple boughs, and apple boughs is not as old toads back. Ooh. Where there's small roses there are roses seen. The building thrush watches old job who stacks. Ooh. The bright peeled roses on the sunny fence. The pencil grunts to hear him stumping by, and tries to push the boat and scamper thence. Her ring sound still keeps her to the style. Lets her run away, she snorts in bundling gallop for the cottage door, with hungry hug crust and horns. Then like the whirlwind bumping round once more, nuzzle in the dark, making the pullets run, and sulky as a child when her play's done.
Not yet. No.
Do not be or unconventional, play it safe. Listen here, I've never played it safe. In spite of what the critics say, ask my imaginary brother that wave, that childhood best friend who comes to play. Dress up and stick up in jacks and pick up sticks. Bike downtown, stick our tongues at the Catholics. Form a Piss Club where we all go in the bushes and peek at each other bikes and pickup sticks. Bike downtown, stick out tongues at the Catholics. From a piss club where we all go in the bushes and peek at each other's sex. Park out in the street lights like crows. Not knowing what to do with funny coat-tags. So wearing it in our school shoes, friend. Spooky my lonely hours, you were there. But pretend, but pretend.
We're not quite done with the groove yet. And by the way, style. Have you heard of a Gwendolyn Brooks? She was a well-known poet in the black the black arts movement and the civil rights movement from Chicago. And this next one is one of hers. So this one's for you. Well, the next two are hers. So where is it? I got to bring it up here. It's right here. Sadie and Maud. Sadie and Maud.
Maud went to college, Sadie stayed home. Sadie scraped life with a fine-tooth comb. She didn't leave a tangle in a gone found every strand. Sadie was one of the livingest chicks in all the land. Sadie bore 2 babies under her maiden name. Maud and Ma and Papa nearly died of shame. In this old house.
Awesome. I'll upload this and tag you in it, and that's cool. Maybe she'll like what we do here. Yeah, tell her about us because we got cool stuff. So this next Gwendolyn Brooks, we went over it yesterday in class and everything. It's you know, my works, my dreams must wait till I return from hell. And what's good about what I like about this one? I didn't know it. Like, I wanted to do something particular with it, but Suno said no. So this is more of a country desert rock thing. But this is our other Gwendolyn Brooks selection for the program. Remember, this is about war, but it's also about life. Remember, keep your bread and honey well protected.
I hold my honey and I store my bread in little jars and cabinets of my will. I label clearly in each latch and lid. I bid be firm till I return from hell. I am very hungry, I am incomplete, and none can give me any word but wait. The puny light I keep my eyes pointed in, hoping that when the devil days of my hurt drag out to their last dregs, and I resume on such legs as are left me in such heart as I can manage. Remember to go home. My taste will not have turned insensitive to honey and bread. Old purity could love. I hold my honey and I store my bread in little jars and cabinets of my will. I label clearly in each latch and lid. I bid be firm till I return from hell. I am very hungry, I am incomplete, and none can give me any word but wait. The puny light I keep my eyes pointed in, hoping that when the devil days of my hurt
Thank you. And that one I actually uploaded last night, so I'll tag you in that one, and then I'll upload Maggie and Maud, or yeah, the other one. So I'm gonna play one more, and we're gonna go out on a rocker, a freaking awesome one, and it kind of describes my brain at this moment. But remember everybody, I'm doing this for YouTube's sakes. Everything we do on this program, and under fair use and stuff. More importantly, go out there and have that day. Because, even though some of our works, our dreams must, oh Lord. Hold on 1 minute. There it goes. It had to catch up. This is embarrassing. Alright, like I was saying, like the song says, or some of our dreams, our works must wait until we return from hell. In this moment, even though if your mind's mush, it's got to catch up. So, my friends, like the one, and yeah. So yeah, I'll see y'all out in the chat. Okay. Well, am I having technical difficulties? Oh well. Ugh. Here. Let it catch up. Alright. How embarrassing. I was trying to make a point, be a little smooth about it, but hey. Techno Thetans, that's what it'll do for you sometimes. So, my friends, let's end it a little E.E. Cummings, My Mind Is, and then we'll go on from there. Here we go.
My mind is a big hunk of irrevocable nothing, which touch and taste and smell and hearing and sight keep hitting and chipping with sharp fatal tools. In an agony of jeweled chisels, I perform squirms of chrome and X-ang, take cute strides of cobalt, nevertheless cleverly, I'm being altered. Badly, I'm becoming something a little different. In fact, myself, hereupon helpless, I utter lilac shrieks and scarlet bellowings. Of irrevocable nothing, which touch and taste and smell and hearing and sight keep hitting and chipping with sharp fatal tools. In an agony of sensual chisels, I perform squirms of chrome and X-ray, acute strides of cobalt. Nevertheless, I feel that I cleverly am being altered, that I slightly am becoming something a little different. In fact,
thanks again for a great morning. Thank you. And yes, I'll be seeing y'all out in the chats today while I'm doing my work. So, yeah, y'all have a good one. And I'll upload that here. I got to restart my computer and stuff. It hasn't been restarted in a few days. So, yeah, after I get that done, I'll upload that stuff and give you a tag in it. But more importantly, like the ticker says, have an awesome day out there. And even though we are on this journey together, it wouldn't be the same without you. Yeah. I had it there for a second and then it went. Oh, I love it. Y'all have a good one, my friends. And I will see y'all out in the chat. And thank y'all for, like I said, spending a little bit of y'all's time with me because, time is the most important thing we have on this planet. It's only a limited supply. See you tomorrow. Probably just play some random stuff and then we'll go about our day because I have, no, I have only two classes tomorrow. And, oh yeah, I have to watch that documentary. Yeah, it was great. Watching a documentary for class. Yay. See you later. Bye. I'm leaving this time for real. Oh boy, it's